y'all. Y'all know what's up. This is the Behind the Motion talk views we setting up right now. We're gonna rock and roll. Allow me to set up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. The name is Sauce. Shino's Boxing. Media marketing agent. Alright? Management consultant. We're gonna get to the business though. I got my notes today because I want to make sure I cover all of these above topics, right? I want to make sure I cover all the above topics. You're not gonna want to miss the StreamYard because it's gonna be very informative, right? You know how we do. The StreamYard is gonna be very, very informative. If you choose, like I said, you do have options. Continue to ignore, what is taking place. By all means, right? Continue to ignore. I'm not mad at those that ignore the growth and the progress. But just know, you are getting left in the cold. You heard? You're getting left in the cold. Because a lot has took place right before your face. And if you was one of these, online or onlookers that continue to ignore the motion, oh well, like I said, you do have options, right? You do have options. Boom. We're getting started, y'all.
Gonna put stuff out.
That's the board. I'm not gonna use the board.
I'm doing math problems. Cause I got extra math lessons because of multiplication. I don't do multiplication yet. But I'm going on my 2 times tables, which is really easy because you're just counting by twos. And then your 1 times tables is really easy too. I know my ones. And some of my twos. You're just counting by twos. Mr. Wilford is the funniest teacher in the school. He came up to me.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Can I have your card?
No. Use your own. It's in the car. Go get it. It's in your thing, right? We'll get your access code anyway, yeah. Can't use my card. Bring your own. That's what we paid for, right? All right, y'all. We all good to go. About to rock and roll, man. I want to break some stuff down. Today was a long day, right? It was a long, excuse me. It was like a long, day as far as and it was hot, man. The machine that I was in, the air condition was terrible, man. So normally I would have came on and previewed a little bit of this, that what I'm about to get into. But unfortunately, like I said, the weather, it was just hot. And when I did get a chance to really get into some AC, I was already locked in. I'm gonna break something. I gotta break this down. Y'all might want to be. Shout out to the 6 that's over here. Smash the like button. This is the Source Experience. Shy News Boxing. Media marketing, management, consulting services, motion talk. Something that a lot of YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, Twitter, X heads can't quite catch. And it's okay. It's okay. By all means, it is okay. Because you know the saying, you do have options. You do have options. But like I said, do not be mad at the growth of the motion and when we take off, Because we've been taking off. But you can't, if you were one of the guys, right, and there's enough of y'all to put in this box that attempted to, do whatever you do on social media, right? And you figured that was keeping you relevant in the growth of what I have going on. You thought you was, I don't know, sabotaging or possibly, undermining. I don't know, But take notes right now. We're gonna break some stuff down. All right, let me move this back. All right, that's better, right? I could lower the projector, right? How's that? Yeah, so there we go. There we go. How's that? How's that, right? How's that? Okay, 9 over here, not 1 like? Man, you guys are so turned down. But yeah, you're gonna have to come over here to the stream, y'all, to really get the full Monty. Hold on, what is going on? Let me see something. One of these is gonna have to get shut down, I already see. It's probably this one. Let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say something. There it is. That's it right there. Okay. See how nice I'm getting now with the technical aspect of this, right? All right, so we're gonna get it started over here. I got real nice with the technical aspect. Okay, boom. I want to go here. I want to set this up the right way. Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. You know the vibes. This is the Source. Shy News Boxing. Media, marketing, management, consulting, motion talk. And we're going to get to some motion talk, right? There is a hot interview conducted by no other than SOG with Terrence Bud Crawford. That is going to be the thesis, or one of the theses of tonight's topic. But the more important thesis is going to be what I am going to break down in that interview from a manager's perspective That's why I said management slash advisory for this thumbnail over here on StreamYard. Now, a lot of you guys, this is going to be above your frequency, but I will dumb it down so that you can catch the sauce. But the interview, let me find the interview real quick, and I'm gonna pull it up because I'm gonna play it, pause it, play it, pause it. Terrence Crawford, T-Dog is what I call him. Terrence, hey Terrence, Omaha, right? I know when I seen him in I said in Newark, I said, is that the illest nigga from Nebraska? I always say that to him. I'll be like, yo, is that the illest nigga from Nebraska? You know? Yes, I see it's called All the Smoke. Here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this on the stream, y'all. Are y'all hearing this on the stream, y'all? Can y'all hear that on the stream, y'all? Let me check. Let me know if y'all can hear that on the stream, y'all.
The people that was non-believers, believers.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
So yeah, y'all can hear it on the stream, y'all. All right. All right, we're gonna stop it right there, right? Now, this interview was conducted by Andre S.O.G. Ward. Now, in this interview, I got my notes right here. I'm going to be breaking certain things down. In the interview, it's a segment in the interview with Terrence. Andre's going to ask him about the fight being made, right? And he's going to talk about calling Earl Spence and then making the fight. Now, the reason why this is important, and I'm going to play that segment, but I want to break down from a perspective of an advisor, because that's what a lot of these PBC fighters, right? They have an advisor. Who's their advisor? Any of y'all? 3 over here watching, nobody over here watching, right? So the advisor would be Al Heyman. Right? Al Heyman is an advisor. He's not their actual manager. And I'm going to break this down to y'all in a second. So he's the advisor. So he can advise a fighter, but his shit is tricky. I'm going to break down the tricky shit that he has going on with these 12 years of slave PBC guys, right? But he's an advisor, right? Not their official manager. Right, and I was talking with somebody today about this. I was like, because they was telling me that, I'm in the process of making this transition, and major announcement coming real soon, right? But so as the advisor, he's not the manager. So Terrence was saying how he was going through Al, right? He said he tried to go through Al to make the fight. We're gonna play all of that, right? But I'm just painting the picture for you. And he was like, Al is Al. Al, they really didn't want to fight because Al is a smart man. Al knew what was going to happen would happen, right? Earl Spence only fought 2 southpaws. He was a built-up, manufactured fighter, respectfully, fighting 2 southpaws in 28 fights. He had the media, the narratives from the media, all kind of stuff. And they knew that in making this fight, or not making this fight, that Earl Spence could have not had this fight and still been good. Because the narrative that was depicted about Terrence Crawford was so in Earl's favor that if the fight didn't happen, people automatically was saying it was Terrence was the reason why, yada yada yada. That's known, right? But what Terrence did, right? Terrence called Earl Spence's bluff, basically. But see, Terrence is taking the high road, and I don't know. Those guys over there, they move different. Shout out to them, right? But what Terrence basically did, he called his bluff. All these guys over there say how they're their own boss, yada yada yada. We always hear the narratives, right? So he got on the phone with Earl, and he was like, "Yo, let's make this happen." And I'm gonna play the video, right? And he asked him like, "Yo, how you don't know about your contracts? How you don't know about this?" Now this is important because I remember a time where this, respectfully, no honor. That's what I consider Earl Spence and them, no honor. I remember at a time and point when I was saying things like this to him, and you see where I'm at with it now. That's where, hey, what do I know came from? A lot of things, right? Because this same individual, Earl Spence, who went on Twitter after speaking with Terrence, and then, well, speaking with Terrence, and then we're gonna get to this too. He won and got with who? Fighters First Management. So he hired a manager or a management team, and he was able to make this fight happen. See, a lot of PBC fighters can hire managers because technically Al Heyman is their advisor and they do not have a manager, a boxing manager, if that makes any sense. But for a lot of you guys, it's not going to make sense because, like I said, a lot of you guys' frequency when it pertains to boxing is not even remedial. You're just borderline ignorant, respectfully. But so Earl Spence, after talking with Terrence Crawford, started to see the light. Terrence Crawford basically informed him and educated him on a lot of things. That's why Earl Spence was tweeting. Hold on, let me go to this notes. He was tweeting all of these things. Remember when he was tweeting, "Oh God, I feel blindsided." He was talking about Al Heyman. He's not going to come out and admit that because he probably can't. Because Al Heyman technically does still own him, right? But he was like, "Oh God, I feel blindsided," and all this, right? Remember? And then he hired who? AC and his partner, Fighters First Management, and they were able to make this fight. Had he not did that and hired a management company, a manager, this fight would have never had got done because his advisor, who had him drinking the Kool-Aid and had so much control over him and many others over there, was not going to allow this fight to happen. That's why, the saying is what it is. You do have options. And please, by all means, guys that want serious representation, holla at me. I'm beyond this right here. I come on this now because this is a form of my therapy. I want to say I have over a year and 6 months alcohol free today, man. Alcohol free. And I come on here, this is a form of that. Instead of going to AA meetings or other things, I never been to an AA meeting. I'd rather just come on YouTube and talk. Or I go, if I'll be in the gym too. I get busy in the gym as well. But let's continue on with a little bit more of the clip for y'all. And then I'm going to break down some more stuff. But hopefully y'all are catching this, right? Because when he gets to that part, I want you guys to understand. I'm gonna fast forward. He's talking about Turkey Allah Sheikh. Here it is right here. Did y'all catch that? He wasn't. I'm gonna stop it because I want to speak on it a little bit, right? Because that's how StreamYard is, right? I want to speak on this. You see what he said, that Earl Spence was not speaking for himself. Going back to what I just said. He had an advisor, right? He had an advisor, Al Heyman, who was speaking for him. But then when he hired a management team, right, he was speaking for himself. AC and Mrs. I can't think of her name, the lady from Jersey, Fighters First Management. Now, managers are an extension of the fighter. An advisor is too, but an advisor is an advisor. He advises you. Whereas your manager is your representation. So basically, you should be allowed to tell your advisor. This is what I'm trying to break down for y'all. Hopefully, y'all are catching this. But like I said, a lot of times y'all won't, and it's all good because you do have options. But your advisor is what it is. Advisor. He's just advising you. He shouldn't be able to dictate what you do. That's why I always be saying, you do have options. But a lot of these PBC guys, I don't know what's up with them. Al Heyman, aka Fidel Castro, really controls these guys. See, and a lot of times you guys didn't listen to me. I'm good, man. I'm running circles around you guys now. To be honest, and I say this respectfully, you guys can't even afford my consulting now. So the gems that I give out on this, take those, because to sit down with me now and really get down with me, paperwork now, contracts and things like that, right? Real talk. But an advisor should not be able to dictate your shit unless, like I said, but you see Earl Spence hired a management team and Adrian Clark, and the fight was made. But let's listen to what Terrence said, and then I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that. For those of y'all that's over here on the StreamYard, there's two of y'all smash the like button. It's two of y'all over here as well. If you listen, I know the ones over here, y'all don't want to come over here on the StreamYard. That's why I give you the behind the motion talk over here. Thank you for exiting out. But the StreamYard is where the real play is going down. You're only hearing what I'm speaking on. You're not seeing. All right, stop it right there. You see what he said? All of these fighters, that's what they do, all of them, but not just them. They're fans. Salute, Chris. How are you doing this evening, good brother? Not only them, they're fans. You know, you get their fans. These guys with no emotion, nothing going on. They love to scream this too. Oh, he's a boss. But it was obvious that Earl Spence was not only not a boss, he was an uninformed dummy, respectfully. Terrence Crawford educated him. That's why, going back over here, he said, oh God, I feel blindsided. How could he? Oh, dummy. You no honor having dummy, right? You know, you no honor having dummy. How could he? He. And all that. Yeah, you left a lot of money on the table. That's why, you know, that now they're still moving the same way they've been moving. Gimmicked out, right? You was trending for a little while. Let's see how long that lasts now. After, you know, the gimmick of the whole you're gonna fight, not gonna fight shit. Like that shit is played out, man. Right? That shit is played out. He said, hey, Andre Ward wanted to come back. He needs to go talk to my cousin. But Earl, you see what Terrence said, that Earl really wasn't talking for himself. Pay attention. Remember, look, stop it. See, I said he called his bluff. Remember I told y'all that earlier, the ones that's over, I said he called his bluff. It's right here in the notes, right? I said he called his bluff. He called him out on it. Like, yo, you niggas be saying y'all the boss, so what's up? Which he technically is. That's why I tell these guys. But, you know, they never wanted to listen to me, but some of them are now, right? You do have options. Right? A lot of PBC fighters, believe it or not, y'all have more options than what you think, right? Because like I said, a lot of you PBC fighters do not technically have a manager. Al Heyman is what? Your advisor that has you under a slave contract. That's not, listen, I'm going to say this, right? I don't care who this defends, right? If you pay attention to the guys who finally are not cowards, right? And they break away from Al Heyman, as Earl Spence just did, right? And they go on their own and they make a fight. They hire people and they make a fight happen. Look what happened. A fight happened. Earl Spence hasn't recovered, but he actually got the fight. And you heard what Terrence said. He made the most money in his career. They both did, right? But had he not made that move, he would have never did that. Look at Deontay Wilder, another Al Heyman guy who finally came to, you know, well, Shelly Finkel. They said enough is enough, and they blew it. See, Al Heyman is what? The advisor. Shelly Finkel is who? The manager of Deontay Wilder. Another guy I'm going to bring up, Danny Jacobs, right? Keith Conley is his manager. Al Heyman was his advisor. Danny Jacobs left, went to Matchroom, newly retired guy, but made millions upon millions of dollars, right? Got a Canelo fight, got other, you know. See, a lot of these PBC guys have signed a 12-year slave deal. But if you break away from Al Heyman, right, and you go get a manager, or you sign with a management team, see if Al Heyman wants to take you to court. Al Heyman, respectfully, is not going to take you to court. Because Al Heyman knows if he takes you to court, he is going to lose. He is going to lose. Because technically he is not your manager. He is not your manager. See, now, you know, you guys slept on me for so long. Now, you know, you do have options. You do have options. See, you guys come on here and talk about a whole bunch of nothing with a whole bunch of no motion, no stats, no paperwork, no receipts, no actual nothing other than coming on here just in the way. Just in the way. But if you actually listen to somebody who was, maneuvering around the way and learning and grooving and hitting and missing and dissing and missing, you would have been paying attention like, man, Sauce is moving. But you guys in the YouTube world, cool. You do have options, right? But let's go back to what Terrence said, and I'm gonna break some more stuff down for y'all. Stop it again. You already just told them. Do you know this? Do you know that? Are you reading your contracts? Now this is the dummy. Remember Terrence Crawford? According to YouTube, he was the dummy. Remember, you listen to all these. You listen to all of these YouTubers with no motion. You listen to all these content creators that have people listening to them with no motion. Remember, they said Terrence Crawford was dumb, uneducated, negotiating in bad faith. But this is the same guy that's telling Earl Spence, do you look at your contract? Do you know what this is? Do you know what that is? Oh, I feel blindsided. Ooh, wee, damn. How could he? Ooh. This is the conversations they were having. Right? And all of a sudden, Earl Spence got woken up to get beat up. But let's continue. Stop it. See what he said? Let me go back to my notes. I told you they initially didn't want to fight Al Heyman. Heard what Terrence said? We could have fucked him. And they could have, because they had all of the fuck boys. They had all of the narrative, no motionless media. Well, YouTube niggas ain't media. But they had all of the narrative media, YouTube content creators pushing, felonious gibberish. We could have fucked him. And that was the plan, because they knew, Al Heyman knew that Earl Spence was going to get mollywopped. I'm mollywop on any block. I'm mollywop. He got mollywopped, right? July 29th. And Al Heyman knew this, because Al Heyman had been advising who? His whole career, Earl Spence. He has manipulated Earl Spence's whole career. New Edition. Remember in the New Edition movie, they were signed to a production deal to a production guy, and it was their own guy. Al Heyman. Yeah, hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. Did y'all catch that? Man? Shout out to Clarence McLean in the building. He said, you do have options. Exactly. You might want to come sign with Shaw News Boxing. Hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? He said, sounds like two fighters is making a fight to me. Correct, Chris. Correct. Once Earl Spence went and got with a management team, he was able to make the fight. Shout out to Fighters First Management. See, the whole time he was rocking with an advisor, right? And there's nothing wrong with being an advisor, but you could also have a manager, right? But I never knew an advisor can be a dictator, a Fidel Castro, as we see here. But let's move on a little bit more. Man, see, there it goes again. Let's go back to, oh man, I'm from blah, blah, blah. Damn, he played me. You see what Terrence said? Terrence said he was explaining things to him. Who, I told you, Earl Spence was the big dummy. He was the dummy, right? Look at him. He's dumb right now. He was the dummy. Oh man, oh dummy. He was the big dummy. He wasn't the biggest. He was the big dummy. Oh, wee, ooh, damn, play me. Wow, he played me. He was the big dummy. He was the dummy. Oh, wee, oh, man. I didn't know he. Oh, dang. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Yes, you are dumb. With no honor. With no honor, right? But hey, what do I know? But you hear what Terrence said. He was schooling him, basically. He was schooling the biggest. Oh, he, man, oh, dang. Let's continue on, man. The news by Shaw News. This is the Source Experience. Shaw News Boxing. Media, marketing, management, consulting services. You know, you do have options. Now, see, this is why Terrence and them, I think, are loyal to Earl because Earl, they feel like Earl looked out for them. No, Earl did the right thing, right? You enlightened him, right? Because, like I said, Earl was the big dummy. He was the biggest, the big fish. No, he was the big dummy. Oh, man, he owed that. He owed that, right? Because he been advised for 28 fights, right? He's been with Al Heyman forever. So for 28 fights, he was deaf, dumb, and blind. Man, damn, right? And Terrence put him on, enlightened him. So yes, you owe that, and you owe more. That's why you got your ass whooped, nigga, because you have no honor. You're a foul individual. You know, you're foul, and it's not done for you yet until you do right. You know the vibes, man. But let's continue on. Let's stop it. That was it, right? That was it. You see what Terrence said? He felt that he was going to win. He did because he believed all of the narratives. He really believed the narratives. Think about it. Think about the lead up to this fight. Terrence never fought nobody. His resume was trash. All of these things that got him hiding now. That got him just goofy because he really just thought, yo, I'm going to go in here and mollywop this guy. He's too little. And it played out the opposite way. He's the one that got mollywopped. He's the one that got beat up. But he did think that. Him, his arrogant coach, another pompous asshole. Yes, please, when y'all see me, if y'all feel any way about anything that I'm saying, at me. At me. You know what I'm saying? At me. We active, man. Word, we active. At me. Word. You can't hide no more. You can't hide no more, man. But yes, they did feel that they were just going to mollywop Terrence. He never fought nobody. It's crazy how I got this in the notes right here. Pull up this cue card. It's crazy how everything that Terrence was, remember? Leading into the fight, Derek James said he was the built-up fighter, manufactured, right? Who ended up being the built-up fighter and manufactured? Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford not only defeated him, and we're going to watch a little bit of that because I'm going to pull up my Twitter. That fight was over in the second round. The second round. When Terrence Crawford dropped Earl Spence in the second round, that fight was over. Terrence Crawford took his foot off the gas, felt sorry for the man, and basically carried him from about the fifth round on. But in the second round, that fight was over. Earl Spence was stiff, slow, calculated, reaching, It was just bad. It was bad. Well, we'll break that down too, right? But it's funny how everything that Terrence Crawford was supposed to be ended up being Earl Spence. Built up fighter, whatever resume, all of these things, right? All of these things that Earl Spence and his pompous asshole of a coach spoke about Terrence, that shit went right on him. Right? All of that. Everything that Terrence was supposed to be just jumped on EJ. And it played out July 29th. But let's continue on with a little bit more. Shout out to the UK in the building. Shout out to the UK. We are global. And speaking of being global, August 17th, Parlez-vous français? Yes, Parlez-vous français? For this young man right here. He is internationally global now. Yes, a lot of you content creators want to be famous. Well, do some famous work and you may be famous. Hopefully you caught that source. But let's continue on. See, he wants him, right? Look, pay attention. I was breaking this down, right? He wants him to break down the numbers now that Earl Spence had what? A management team, right? Because when he was doing this before with the advisor, it could not get done. It could not get done. And that's what I was breaking down to you earlier. You know, you do have options. When he went to him with the advisor, it could not get done, right? With Al. But now that I said what? The lawyers was involved. Earl Spence had a new management team. And I'm pretty sure this management team had their own set of eyes. You know what a set of eyes are? The lawyers, right? Whereas before, it was always Al's set of eyes. Not particularly Al's set of eyes, but Al's people's, right? So Al is who? The advisor slash shot caller. But now that Earl has a what? A new management team. And his management team along with him actually make the final say so. See, a lot of these fighters, you know, they don't know this. Or over there, you know, you do have options, right? You do have options, right? Hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? I'm your Huckleberry, right? I'm your Huckleberry. Yes, yes. Now pay attention to this or some more of the breakdown. You know, I gotta stop it and go because you know you guys are jealous internet bloggers, right? Let me stop it again. I gotta shut Dre down right there, respectfully. Dre, you saying the managers, Earl Spence had to hire a management team to make the fight. I guess you didn't want to upset Al Heyman. You know, you said the suits and the managers. No, Al Heyman did not want to make this fight for Earl Spence. When Earl Spence went out and hired AC, Adrian Clark, and his partner, Miss Juliet, or Jule, I don't want to say the wrong name. The fight got made ASAP Rocky. Terrence Crawford has a management advisor team as well. It was not, it was one particular suit. And I guess, you know, like I said, Al Heyman is still a very powerful man who's another hider. And I don't understand why people be afraid of people that hide. You know, maybe because they blackball you and all kind of shit like that. So what? When you do foul, wicked shit, and look at the PBC right now. This guy has been doing a lot of foul, wicked shit forever and a day. Now they only have 3 shows. The shit comes back on you, tenfold, man. When you move foul and wicked, it will always come back to your door. And that is what we are seeing right now. It's coming back to their door. But that was Dre trying to say that, you know, no, the managers did what they were supposed to do. It was one particular hand in this that did not want this to happen. And a lot of you guys are still fearful of this guy. Fearful of, because what does he have on you? You know, at the end of the day, what does he have on you, right? Shout out to Toe. Toe said, grab the gloves and passport. Team Tucker will travel. We're international travelers. Now, nobody's safe global. Yes, it's slime time. It's the countdown. Jahad will be in Quebec City. Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français? Man. Yes. Yes, from Hula Theater, right? See? From the Hula to Quebec City. International, number 14. Shout out to Jahad Tucker. Keep marching. International player, man. You know, you do have options. This is the Source Experience. Shaw News Boxing, Media Marketing Management Consultant Services, Stats, Professional Boxing Views. What you know the saying. But hey, what do I know? You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here. Shout out to Larry Wade, man. One of the big hitters in the game. Jake Paul. Numerous champions. That is my guy right there, Larry Wade. First time interviewing him, WCS brought me on, right? I remember it. Classic interview. And then I went along to work alongside of that man in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when his guy, Robeisy Ramirez, became a champion. And prior to that, we was on a card together at the Hula Theater. And I remember that was a great night too. Robeisy Ramirez stopped Abraham Supernova, right? And it was splendid, right? It was a splendid event, splendid evening, and you know the rest is history, man. The rest is history. But I just felt like touching on that today. Shout out to my guy Christopher White for sending me this interview, the clips. But I was going to break it down like I told him, like, I should at the desk. Now, hopefully you guys are understanding where my angle was on this. Advisor, manager. Al Heyman, an advisor, but yet he was more like a dictator. That Earl Spence had to hire a separate, well, a management team. See, a lot of these guys should be doing this, right? You do have options. Al Heyman technically is not your manager, he's your advisor. Now, a lot of you guys are on the shelf over there. Like I stated earlier, you seen Deontay Wilder did his thing, him and Shelly Finkel. Danny Jacobs, he did his thing, him and Keith Conley. So I think when guys go out and do their own thing, I believe Al still gets paid, but you see, Al can't stop shit. He can't stop shit. Thank you, Toe. Toe said, break it down, big dog. Well, I'm trying, Toe. They catch it, they catch it. If they don't, they don't. Toe said, Fact Shot Karma will catch up with you. If you do good things happen for you. That is correct, Toe. Look, I'm glad you said that, right? I have a very powerful message from one of my good friends, former IBF champion. Listen to him. Hey. Yeah, shout out to Richard Comey. That was at the MGM Grand in Vegas. Man. And speaking of Vegas, I have a announcement I'm going to roll out in a second. Just waiting for a couple of more things to unfold, right? But that was Vegas, man. MGM Grand, bubble. Richard Comey, he took down Jackson Marinez that night. Great night, man. But I always remember him saying that. And I remember flying out with those guys. I flew out with them, and we all flew back home. But I remember arriving at LaGuardia Airport, and him and his team, and I was good because I was like, I'm not one. Well, now I'm comfortable with flying, but at that time I was not a big fly type of guy. Especially those Vegas flights are a couple of hours, 5, depending, straight through. It's a lot of hours. That was never my thing. And now I'm used to it, but I remember that. Shout out to Richard Comey, former IBF champion. Good brother. But that message goes along with what Toby just said. Be loyal. God will always bless those that are loyal. Facts, Sha. Karma will catch up with you. If you do good things happen for you. If you do foul things happen to you. That is correct. But let's go over here. Now that is over, I want to break down some of this fight now. This was an epic fight. I'm going to do both of these things once again because what I have been noticing, right? These guys on this internet are really nervous when it pertains to the source. These guys are so nervous. They're nervous, right? These internet guys, they're nervous. But this is what you guys do. You sit around on the internet and you talk boxing. That's what I'm doing. I'm talking boxing. But then you guys are so nervous, right? You guys are nervous, right? So go report that, right? But let's go over here to Twitter, to X, right? Being that this is the heel. The heel. It's the heel. We're on the heel of, validation and when honor was restored. Here it is right here. I'm going to play this, but I'm going to mute it. I am going to play this, but I am going to mute it. I am going to mute it. We are going to play it, but on mute. Let's mute it. You guys see this? It is muted. That way there is no, listen, go ahead and report this. That's what you guys love to do. You love to report content, especially you guys that are turned down and stinking on the internet with no motion. But this is the classic night of July 29th of last year. As you see, they come out. Earl Spence in his stance. He was nervous right off the blicky. When he seen Terrence come out in the southpaw stance, he probably said to himself, God damn, I ain't fought a southpaw since about 2018. Before that, it was 2015. I only faced 2 southpaws in my whole career. Because look at him, you can see how he's throwing his jab. He's kind of lunging already. Terrence and his team picked up on that ASAP. But this was the first round. Now, I remember watching this fight, and I said to myself, when I seen how Earl Spence was stepping, you see, I'm on the feet. Do you see how he is stepping? Look at his steps. Pay attention to the steps for those of y'all that's in here, the 4 that's in here. Terrence Crawford, though, is on the balls of what? His feet. But look at Earl Spence's feet, man. Just look at how Earl Spence is stepping. Right? Is he stepping and sliding with confidence or what? Like WCS would say about Jihad Tucker. He calls him electric boogie. Look, they are already upset. Look, they are putting the fix in right now. You see what's going on, right? You see how they are attempting to jam up the frequency. See, this is what they do when they know that they cannot mess with you, right? When they know they cannot mess with you, they attempt to jam up your frequency, right? Now, you see that taking place. Boom. So what we will do is we will pause this for a second. Now, see, I told you the internet is rigged. The internet is rigged, right? The source is too hot tonight. This is what they do, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Right? It's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. No. Put the stuff down, man. Come on. It's cool. Now I told you, it's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Now you see how what they just attempted to do is because I was breaking down the sauce too much, right? They did not want y'all to see this, but we're gonna go to the second round. We are going to go to the second round. Go put some water in that. Put some water in it. Go. Yeah. Put a little bit of water in it.
The rest.
Put a little bit of water in
I'm
it.
the rest.
Okay, put some water in it though. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Oh, it's already watered down.
All right. So I'm not gonna blow the whole screen up, man. I'm not gonna blow the whole screen up, right? Because you see, when I blew the screen up, they got nervous. This is the first round here, right? The fight was over in the second round. I'm just gonna show the second round if they allow me to show it. If not, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I am so bigger than this internet now and blogging and all of that, man. You know, the jig is up what you got. But look. He could not cut the ring off. Are y'all watching this? I'm gonna bring that back. Look how. Look, Terrence Crawford, watch how Earl Spence tries to pursue him. Watch how he pursues him. Like his footwork was terrible the whole night. Watch the pursuit. Right there, he tries to engage hard body, right? He tries to engage hard body. Pay attention to this, right? Now, when I start breaking it down, they always want to shut the live stream down, right? But you see him reaching right there. Terrence Crawford had a power jab on him all night. Or this is what I was talking about right here. When Terrence moves on him, Earl Spence could not even get up on him. He attempted to, and you're gonna watch how he just it just wasn't his night, man. He was just out of his league, you know. Technically, he really was literally out of his league. He was underprepared. He had no answers. He had no adjustments. No adjustments at all. At all. You know, no adjustments at all. Right here, this is the telling sign right here. Look, you see how Terrence is moving. Look, lunging again right there. Did you see the lunge with the attempt of the shot like this? Lunging. Terrence has pieced him up right there. Right? But the second round, this fight was over. This fight was over. When he got dropped, God was with him, right? Because had he got dropped earlier with a couple more minutes to go, I think Terrence might have ended him in that second round. Because when he got up, he was done. A lot of people did not pick up on that because of all of the, the build-up and the narratives that have been associated with Earl Spence for his whole career. But after the second round, this fight was over. When he got dropped, he got dropped with a 1-2 over the top. A 1-2 over the top. Right? He probably knew right there, because the look that Terrence Crawford came out and gave him, right, was a southpaw look, a look that he has only seen twice in 28 professional fights. Now, his advisor, Al Heyman, knew this too. That's why Al Heyman was trying everything in his power not to allow this fight to happen. He was attempting everything. He did not want this fight to happen. Now, see, Coach Reed came in here and took my phone like a clown, right? And ran off, right? She ran off with the phone. But like I said, I got about 5 to 10 more minutes, and I'm wrapping this up. But this is round 2 right here. This is the fight is over right here, man. This was it right here. Look, Earl came out, guns a blazing. He was trying, man. He was stepping, but he had no steps. If that makes any sense to y'all that's watching this, man. The two that's over here. Like I tell you, just watch his footwork. Watch his footwork. Now you see how he tried to apply pressure. Terrence backed away from it. Right? Terrence was more fluent on his feet, man. Now this is when everybody's saying, he was doped up. No, he wasn't doped up. He was just Earl. This is Earl Spence, man. If you watch the Ugas fight, this is Earl Spence. When he was indestructible, he's the same fighter right here. He's trying to get off his jab, right? But like I said, Terrence is in a southpaw stance, a stance that he has only seen twice. You see his jab right there? He fired 3 jabs, right? Terrence is moving, circling. Which way is Terrence circling for those of y'all that's over here? Y'all over here can't see it. But which way is Terrence circling? If you notice something, look, see? And he had the high guard up, knowing that big left hand was coming, still up again, catching it again, right? Very well prepared. But which way is Terrence continually to circle, y'all? For those of y'all watching. Which way is Terrence continually to circle on Earl Spence? Right? Earl Spence still trying to get off his jab. That's what everybody was talking about, his jab. See, Terrence fired off his right there. Terrence stabbed to the body right there. Right? Which way is Terrence continuing to circle? Look, which way? Which way is he circling, man? See, they had a good exchange right there. Earl felt that heat. Look again, right there. Earl felt that heat again. You see that power jab he's hitting him with? That big right hand. That big right hand jab. That shit was knocking Earl's juices and berries out of his hair. Man, right here, look, man, I told you. Second round, this fight was over, man. This fight was literally over. Earl Spence felt it right there. To EJ's left. Correct, Toll. Correct. EJ was not making the adjustments. Look, if the fight is over right here. Here it is, right here. Boop, that's it. He reached, you teach. Look, he got up. His legs is gone right now. Luckily for him, it was 14 seconds left. He got out the round, but the fight was over right here. Look, what? Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. He got out the round because it was over. Terrence was ready to finish him off, man. Look at him. Look, his legs was gone. He never experienced that before. He reached. Terrence came right over the top and cleaned him. Cleaned him. Look, he's in his corner. His coach right now was panicking. His coach already is a dumbass, right? The blonde leading the blonde right now. He's asking, you all right? You didn't see it? You tripped? No, he did not trip. He was unprepared. Look, he reached. Look, see how he reached? Boop, boop, right there. Clean. He reached. He was out of pocket. He reached. Remember, and please share this video. Remember when they told me I was Beetlejuice boxing? When I said, what in a slow, stiff Spence? Look, he's reaching. Overextending. We call that overextending. See? He overextended. Boom, Terrence jumped right on him like a python. Boop, boop. It was done. Look, he jumped up very quick. This fight is over with, man. This fight was over with after that, man. It just gets worse. Terrence came out right now, is going to toy with him. Earl tried to, redeem his confidence. He came out, he loaded up with a big left hand right there. Look, he's swinging for the fences right now. He's desperate, man, because he's embarrassed a little bit. He got dropped. His crowd, the people that's in there, they're in shock right now. So he's trying to get it all back. Look, he's loading up right now. That's 3 big shots he threw, right? 3 big ones, right? Yeah, desperation was kicking in right now, man. This is the 3rd round, mind you, another one. Yeah, that was the 4th big windup he threw. Look, see right there, Terrence made him pay that time. Look, he's going for the gusto right here. Terrence is flying right back. Look, he's opening up now. See, look, Earl is opening up because he's trying to get it all back. And look, he's eating jabs. He just ate 3 hard jabs right there. Boom, good underneath shot by Terrence. See, Earl, man, the fight was over, man. The fight was over after the 2nd round. This fight was, it's just going to get worse for him, man. Now, you guys are probably going to report this, but I don't think you can. Hey, we call this film study. That is correct. That is correct. Look, oh man, do you see the sloppiness? He's just swinging, like he's telegraphing shots. Look, boom, another 2 counter right there. He's lucky he didn't get dropped right there. Or with that 2-piece counter that Crawford came with, man. But this fight was over in the 2nd round. This probably was Earl's best round because he was more active, but he was sloppy active. After this, it's downhill from him. It's really downhill right here. Because as you can see, look, Terrence is just, the counters is just tearing him up, man. They're like bee stings. Right now. He's getting stung by wasp. Yeah, he's getting stung by a wasp right now, right? And it just got uglier after this, man. It did. It literally got uglier after this, man. Right? The 7th round, look, Terrence is just comfortable right now. Earl is stepping like his feet hurt right now. Look, his feet are hurting. Look at his foot. Look at his foot movement, man. See, right now, Terrence felt it, right? As far as, like, Earl went for the gusto in the 3rd round. So Terrence is comfortable now. He knows, he's like, all right, Earl got off his big meat hooks, because he was throwing those meat hooks this round. Terrence was right there in the pocket with him. It's over, man. Look, man, this the 4th, 5th round. The 5th round, he's really going to beat him up bad. And then the rest is history, man. The rest is history, man. The rest is history. I think, yes, a hornet. You like that, Toe? Yeah, Toe, you like that? It was worse than that. Yeah, you like that, Toe? I'll try to get nice with the commentaries, man. You do have options, man. You do have options. But yeah, Terrence was just in his zone right now. He's just gonna pick this guy apart, and that's what we basically witnessed, man. A lot of you guys still have not recovered, man, from this, man. Shout out to my boy Hans from Fight Hype, the little reporter guy. And I say little because he's a little short guy. He's cool. I don't mean little. It's like that. Look at Floyd. Floyd was laughing because Floyd knew EJ was getting his ass whooped, man. That's why Floyd was laughing. He knew EJ was getting his ass whooped, man. And here is the start of the fourth round. Oh man, watch this. It's you're gonna see the juices and berries come off of his little afro. Watch. Terrence is gonna be busting him upside his head. Remember what Bomac said? He started slowing down because he was getting bust upside his head. Watch. Look at that jab right there. Damn, look at the body shots ripping him underneath right there. Now, remember already how I pointed out how his footwork was from the jump. It wasn't the best, right? Watch the footwork now. This is the fourth round. He's taking big shots. You're starting to see the effects on his face a little bit, right? He's taking big shots, right? Continue to watch, man. This is the breakdown right here, right? This is the breakdown. Toby said, damn, this was educational. Appreciate that, Christopher. Just watch. Look. See, Terrence is right now. Terrence is comfortable. Terrence is in the pocket. That's what we call in the pocket fighting, right? They're in range of each other's shots, right? Terrence is no longer. Oh, look at that. You see that right over the top right there? That left over the top? God damn. Bust him right upside his medulla. Right, Earl Spence's brain is swelling right now. He's eating big shots, man. Big, clean, effective shots, right? Look at him. Look at his feet work now. Look, Earl Spence, this is round 4. Round 3, remember, Earl Spence was the aggressor. Look at him now. Who's the aggressor now? Look, who's applying the pressure now? Look, Earl is trying to get off. His shots are getting slow. They was already sloppy, right? Look at him now. Look. Another good power jab Terrence hit him with. Watch the effects of Terrence's punches when they land. Watch, look, boom, look, another one. Terrence tried to clean him right there with that counter hook, check hook. I think they call that the Omaha juke hook. Just watch it. Just pay attention now. Boom, right there. 1-2 again. Look, busting right upside his head, man. Earl is slowing down. This is the fourth round, y'all. This is only the fourth round. Look at Earl. Is Earl pursuing the pace now? Look, Terrence is the one moving forward. Remember, round 2, 3, Terrence was circling him. Look at Terrence now. He's in the frame. He's in the frame right there. He's in the range, the frame. Look, 2 jabs. Look, Earl is the one attempting to retreat. But now, like I told you from the onset, Earl's footwork wasn't the best from the beginning. So now you add to the fact that he has been getting beat up. His footwork already wasn't the best. Look at him. Look. Terrence is the one pressing the issue now. Boom. Right there. Upside his head. Underneath. That shot right there damn near broke his hip. Did you see how he twisted? Did you see how he twisted? Look, 4th round. Defeated man already. We're going into round 5 now. We are going into round 5. He said they obviously don't want us to learn EJ's mistake, Chris. Look at that. Boom, that's the one I was telling you. Did you see that right upside his head? That left right there, upside his head? Slowing him down. It was slowing him down. Look at his counter. Earl's counter right there was so off and slow. Here it is again. Look at this shot right here. Look. Boom, clean, effective punches upside his head. That shit was just slowing him down. Yeah, he was getting dumber and dumber, like the movie. You're not supposed to get bust upside your head like that. He was getting bust upside his head. And if you ever seen Terrence Crawford's hand, he has big gorilla mitts and them little 8-ounce gloves or 10-ounce gloves, whatever they was fighting. That's what was clubbing him upside his head right there. Look at his head. His juices and berries is coming out right now. Juices and berries, man. He was getting bust upside his head, man. This round right here, right? This is when I said I would have stopped the fight right here. This is round 5. He's gonna get beat up bad in this round. See, they knew it. Look, that is the Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor. They taking a look at him because they seen them big shots he was taking upside his head. But this round right here, man, he's gonna really take a shellacking. He's gonna take a shellacking in this round. This is the 5th round, y'all. This is the 5th. Watch this, man. 5th round right here, man. They should have stopped the fight after this round right here. Watch, boom. 2-piece right there. Look, oh, man. Not returning fire. Just in the range. Look, he's just in the range. He's a target right now. Look, it's target practice for Terrence right now. This is target practice right here, man. Earl attempting to lunge in again. Terrence smart, circling to his left, right? Circling to his left, making Earl Spence use energy that he doesn't look, catching jabs coming in, right? Earl is attempting to fire off, right? Underneath right there for Earl, little to nothing on those shots. See, at this point, this is the 5th round. Earl Spence basically had nothing on his punches already. This is the 5th round now, y'all. The 5th round. Nothing on those punches at all. Nothing. Nothing on those punches. But as you can see, Terrence Crawford's punches, though. Can we say the same thing about Terrence Crawford's punches? No, Terrence Crawford's punches were packing a mean venom. Look, a mean venom right there. Man, upside his head again, look. He is systematically breaking Earl Spence down, man. Earl Spence is attempting to come forward. But it just didn't work out for him, man. Underprepared, you know. Underprepared, man. Underprepared. Here it is right here. Look at this, man. Now Terrence threw a nice feint right there. Got Earl jumping and jittery. Right? Now Terrence had to sense this too. This is the 5th round. Look. He knows Earl shots don't have as much on him. Earl ate a counter right there. Look, man, Earl was busted up bad right now. He's bleeding. His steps is even slower. Look, every round he got slower and slower, man. But he's still trying to come forward. He's loading up on that left. He's still attempting to come forward. But now, those shots just have nothing on them. Nothing on them at all. Nothing on them. Damn, look. Terrence caught him coming in again, man. Man. He's eating big leather. Big leather. Right now, reality was setting into a lot of the Earl Spence fanatic fans. They was like, damn. They was in the T-Mobile arena just like, they was in awe, like, God damn. They never seen him get beat up like this. They was not expecting this. You know the closest thing that comes to this, right, for me, was with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. That shit took place at the Barclay. When Ryan started whooping Devin out like this. But because the narratives, that was a good shot for Earl right there. But Terrence was able to just withstand it because Earl don't got nothing on his punches. Now, like I said, the Devin Haney, what's the name? Because when a narrative is portrayed on a fighter so much, and then you witness the fighter go out there and just get demolished, it kind of fucks you up mentally because you've been programmed not to see this guy take a shellacking like that. All right? Like Earl was in the corner right there. They're going into round 6, man. He was in trouble, man. Terrence right there, his team, Saul, Red, and Bomac, they was in the driver's seat right now. The T-Mobile arena was just like in awe. They was like, yo, what the fuck is happening? They was like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? A lot of YouTubers put up their life savings to go out there because they thought they was going to be a part of just this celebration of Earl. You know what? In all fairness to Earl, right? He has a great story. It's not the storybook ending that people wanted, but it's still a good story, right?